Yo, what's cooking, gamers? Now that we're on the correct scene, we have some interviews. Let's see. We're gonna get Josh Patterson. Welcome into the booth. Little pre-game interview. And from what I've seen, as I show here on my stream, you're in the points standings lead. Like, that's pretty nice. 4 points ahead of Sky. Like, what are some pre-race applications you have done? Anything you've done to get ready? Some extra practice? Talk to us about how you're trying to pull this win out tonight.
Yeah, I put in a little bit of extra practice. Ran a few laps a little earlier today. Feel pretty confident here. Obviously, top of the chart in session practice, so that's obviously a very good sign. But with points being double tonight, it's going to make it a lot closer because I think it's pretty much every position is 4 points now. So, we'll see how things turn out between me and Sky. I'm looking forward to this, though. It's been a really great season with him, racing him. Obviously battling for the points lead. So, make the best man win. I think he's, a very deserving champion if he gets it. So, I'm just looking forward to seeing how the night plays out, and hopefully it's a good, clean battle between the two of us.
Yeah, I could definitely see a nice, clean battle between yous. I know Brayson and Ryan are going after it as well, but you shouldn't fall any further than second place no matter how it ends up. And honestly, I think it's a great season from all of you combined. McGurk is a bit slower than you in practice here. Over a second, actually. So that could tie into something as we're looking at a little pregame here. And I'm going to talk to him next and see what he's on about, why he's a little slower. But maybe we'll see him turn up a bit. But I'm glad to hear you got some practice in. Either of you, like you said, very well deserving, put in a lot of work, a lot of time. If it comes down to it, you usually can overtake for the win. So you have that drive, and you have the times right now. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully we can put on a show for you up here in the booth.
All right, man. Good luck tonight.
Thanks so much.
All right, up next in the booth, here we got Sky McGurk. Sky, welcome in. 4 points behind. We have double points tonight. Talk about our pre-race preparations that you've done to get ready for tonight, because you're right there, and looking at these practice times, Patterson got you beat.
Yeah, it's just I'm going to have to get myself focused on getting a good lap for qualifying and just being smooth in the race. As we've seen from last week from me, it doesn't matter where you qualify. If you get hit or you get wrecked, it won't matter. So I just need to get myself set to have a good qualifying still, but also make sure be smart and be smooth for the main heat, the feature in the heat race.
Okay, yeah. With the double points, and even the points being awarded in the sprint, kind of really got to go for it all, honestly. You're not going to fall past second, that's for sure. Ryan Martin's 100 points behind you, so that's pretty locked in. And Brayson and him will be battling back there with Canizero as well. So it's really a battle of who gets first and a battle of who gets third in the series tonight. So have you been putting some practice laps in, looking to try and get Patterson? Because you said he put in some extra practice for this one.
I put in a little bit here and there. I did want to put in a little bit more than what I did, but still, I've put in enough to know what I need to do, or try to understand what I need to do, and make sure I do what I can in the race, and hopefully to have a good one here.
Okay, I like to hear. I don't want you to give out too much of your tricks here, because I know I'll be interviewing you afterwards and seeing how you finish up this championship. So Sky, good luck out there, man. We'll be watching you. A serious battle out there with Patterson. So hopefully these practice times aren't locked in, because Trafari just clocked in faster than you now. So get out there, finish up this practice. I want to see some good qualifying and a nice sprint from you. Get that feature cooking, because the points are right there, buddy.
Yep, will do.
All right, man. Good luck.
Yep.
All right, there you go. That's Sky. He's focused. He's ready to get cooking. And as I said here, we'll zoom in. Josh Patterson right here, 349 points. Sky McGirt 4 behind him. Recently overtaken Ryan Martin. Brayson Collins and John Canizero be fighting it out. As you see, 6 points between Brayson and Ryan, and 15 between Canizero and Collins. And looking at the practice times, Ryan Martin's faster than Brayson, and Canizero is not racing tonight, it looks like. We got 11 cars signed up. Henry Clapper right there behind Canizero, and Clapper is out today, so that's definitely going to be a interesting sight to see, depending where he could finish. With double points, I believe he can still overtake that. Lath Hicks. Lath Hicks will not be racing the finale. Parker White is not here. Ethan Harrison is here. He did put down some practice time, so maybe we could see something from him. And I believe that's... Oh, and we got Trafari way down there. 242. And Harrison is out there, and Trafari put down some nice practice time, so I think that we can see something from him. Hold on. Pull this up. Nothing like the old screen capture, right? Alright, let's put that over here. And we'll pull the worst looking standings over for us to look at. See here, everyone a little more detailed throughout. There's Trafari. Hunter is in tonight. Hunter is 244 behind the lead. Look at that, 2 points behind Trafari, so that's going to be a good fight. And their practice times are very close to one another. Gino Morrow behind. Gino is not out tonight. James Bomar III, we will not see tonight. So there's some good battles. There's some really good battles out there this evening. Practice is finishing up. Then we're going to head off to qualifying. So they're the lovely streets of Florida. Henry Clapper first out to qualify. See who else we got. Trafari. Trafari is a good one to watch. Let's get that cockpit view. Wait for him to get going. He's off. Beautiful course. Little technical, right? Street racing. Good spot to finish it up, that's for sure. Clear weather. Come on. Long Beach. 11 turns. Oh. Yeah, you got to turn there. Oh, no. Was that a track knowledge or was that just a mistake? If that's track knowledge, it's a lot worse. You got to see him on point. The walls are very unforgiving on this track. You go off a little, like, it's a dead stop. Your car's total. So seeing these cars run, 2 or 3 deep, it's gonna be rough. We've seen a lot of super speedways grinding it on the track. on the street, on the track. And you see you're going through there. It's tough. Can't go too wide. Let's check in with Brayson Collins, see how he's doing. A lot better connection for me. Josh Patterson, our event leader. Came to a complete stop and disconnected. Okay. See how McGurk's doing. Fighting for the championship tonight against Josh Patterson. Almost hit the wall there. Didn't look too good. Harrison Mitchell finishes his timed lap at a 1:22.9. Henry Clappert with a 1:22.4. A 1:21 coming out of Trafari. 1:21.6 out of Ethan Harrison. Ryan Martin's in a good spot. He'll be battling Brayson Collins for the championship. 3rd place. Ryan Martin usually does quite well. Spins out near the end, much like Sky McGurk. It'll be interesting to see how they hold it together. Harrison was fighting for position as well. We got Josh Patterson. Let's finish up with him, see how his lap goes. This car was looking good, as always. Clean lines. Definitely knowledgeable. Let's see what he gets done on this qualifier. Sky McGurk just drops a 1:20.8. It's going to put him in 1st place with Ethan Harrison behind him. So Josh Patterson can finish here. Everyone taking that turn very wide. Not a good lap. 1:35. Yikes. That's 7th place, it looks like. Sky McGurk sitting on the pole. Finishing up his 2nd lap. 1:20.8 the time to beat. And don't forget, Josh Patterson was a lot quicker during practice than McGurk was. It's all about consistency, and my man's McGurk, he has it. We heard during the interview before the game that he has some strategies he's looking to pull out. Diego Roldan just passed him for pole position. And Sky McGurk just passed him back with a 1:20.1. Great job. There we go. Sky finishes up. Henry Clappert on his 4th lap. Still going for it. Josh Patterson looking to put a good lap time down. Not too big a fan of how that turn went, but we'll see. All about how he has the speed coming out of there. 1:19.3. Yeah, okay. He had the speed. Josh Patterson, pole sitter. Sky McGurk starting behind just like they are in the championship. Ryan Martin looking to close it out here. He's currently 9th place. It has Trafari in 10th, even though it's 1:17, but 1:17 doesn't sound correct. So Ryan Martin can get done here. Beautiful turn, beautiful exit. Could look good. Could look good. There goes the pole. 121, 122, okay. It's fair. They'll move him up to 7th place now. Garrett White is out on the track. Whiteout Sim Racing. Happy to see Henry White out there. Or Garrett White. Good. Looking at Henry Clappert. Says he's still going? He is still going. How many laps this guy get? Going on lap 5. 121.4. And he's still going. Okay. I don't believe that counts, does it? Yeah, it has it counting. It's because he hit it on one of the laps and it screwed it up. That's good on him. 6th place. Josh Patterson leading it off. Sky McGurk, 2nd place. Diego Roldan in the Lamborghini machine. Love to see it. Garrett White was out and then he just went back into the pits. 30 seconds left here in qualifying. We're going to get off to the sprint race. Looking at the chats here. Again, this is the last of the GT3 series. This is it, gamers. We got dirt and NASCAR. 21.909. They just keep giving them laps. Okay. Here we go. 4-lap sprint off to a 12-lap featured race. I could pull up our points right here. So this is how many they get awarded, right? And it's double tonight. So 1st place gets 60, 2nd place gets 56, and yada yada yada. So like a 59 or 58 point deficit is the most that can be made. Actually not even, because we have 11 cars. So last place, where's 11? Oh, here it is. Last place at least gets 36. So the biggest deficit is 24. So they can only make up 24 points. And bringing back our graphic here, the most they can make up is 24 points. So I think Clappert's staying where he's at. Brayson Collins obviously can go past Ryan Martin, and Sky McGirt can go past Patterson. Very close. And Lath Hicks as well. Looking at our ugly one here. Scroll down here. Trafari Collier. These two are very close, 2 points away. Got 19, 18, 19, 9, 9. So it's a lot of good stuff going on here. A lot of close racing. And then for the sprint, it's 10 points for 1st, 8 for 2nd, and 5 for 3rd. I believe that's doubled as well, so it'll be 20, 16, and 10. As we pace it off, look at these beautiful cars out there. Josh Patterson leading it off. Oh, we got damage already. No. A whole car. That's Sky McGurk. Gets ran into by Trofari. Oh my gosh. McGurk's starting out with damage already in the pace. That just looks bad. It's a catch all the way back up now. Oh no. Sky McGurk not off to a good start. I told you, they can't even go too wide in the pace. They can't even go too wide in the pace. Like, that is rough. The truck is heading off. Oh no, he's not. Okay. I was like, no way he's there. Let's see. Well, Sky McGurk gets to go around everyone, no? Am I missing something? I'm missing a rule. Gotta wear the rules here. Oh, no. Stop it. Yep, opera. Beautiful. I guess he doesn't start in second? Okay. Mario. There's Josh. Flashing the lights, he's ready. Now that Sky is starting in the back. I was not aware of that rule. Now I know. Here we go. Josh Patterson leading the pack for 20 points here. It's huge off the feature event. A lead change can happen. There's a Porsche in the... Oh my gosh! Into the wall. Wow, we're off. We're racing. And these cars can't even go too wide now. Here we go. Josh Patterson leading it off. Harrison Mitchell in second. That's a beautiful Porsche, too. Getting really loose there. Hunter looking to go around, but can't hold it together. Trofari going to take the spot. Fighting Henry Clappert. Let's fall back into a Sky McGurk land. He is not doing well. I think he's maybe just looking for 6th place. Or 5th, I'd say. So he's losing a lot of points because Josh Patterson is walking away with it. What a weird start to the finish. Not a fan. This is the turn, right? This is the turn that won't get me. Ooh, Ryan Martin almost misses the turn. Okay. Oh, everyone else is so far behind. Hunter coming up to it. Ethan Harrison. Grayson Collins out here. All right. We have Harrison Mitchell in first. Coming to Josh Patterson. I'd put him in the pits. Let's see what happened. Maybe he had a false start and he had to pull into the pits. There's a Porsche sideways there. Is that Harrison? What is going on here? Henry Clappert's in the lead. Fighting Trafari. Wow, this is just weird. Harrison Mitchell up there. The beautiful Porsche. Diego. Garrett White looking good in that BMW, nice and clean. And here we go with that tough turn, right? That last turn be killer. Scott McGurk made it. I thought he made it up. He's still in 7th. Hunter. Porsche looking rough. Josh Patterson. I just don't know. Something's going on here, I guess. Ethan Harrison's out. Looks like Diego took the wrong turn. Let's see him coming out here. Replay. Just locked it up. A little oversteer as he locked it up. Oh yeah, let's see what happened to Ethan Harrison before. We've seen him sideways. Oh, just hit the wall. He disconnected. Disconnect. I think so. Weird event. That's all I gotta say. Weird. See what happened to Ryan Martin? Something just happened to him. Oversteer. No damage? Oh my gosh, Sky. So rough. Alright. Better come out with no damage. There you go. We'll wait to see. Back into the lead. Henry Clapper on the final lap. Henry Clapper, very consistent. Good job. Garrett White coming up behind Harrison Mitchell as well. We'll follow these top 3. Look at Sky McGurk up to 4th place. It's going to put him in 2nd on the restart. I think he should stay right where he's at. He's in a great spot. Henry Clapper just making it look smooth out there. He had enough qualifying time to get it done. Here we go, finishing up the lap. The dreaded turn awaits. Can he make it around? Yes. It's Henry Clapper. Garrett White gonna follow in behind. Little oversteer coming out, but he gets Harrison Mitchell there as well. Sky McGurk, great job. Connor Trafari, Josh Patterson right there. Josh Patterson gonna fall in behind. Hunter makes the turn. Diego right there behind. Brayson Collins coming up towards the turn. And Ryan Martin looking to finish it up as well in our sprint. As Henry Clapper, Garrett White, Harrison Mitchell, Sky McGurk, and Connor Trafari are top 5. It's going to be spinning around. Josh Patterson just missed the top 5. That's going to be huge for him. What is that lamp? I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. Well, there's a very interesting sprint. Like, what was that? Well, Josh Patterson got no points, and I believe 4th place is still no points. So the leaders are the same distance away from each other off to our featured event. Wow, what was that? An update from the boss here. This is Josh jumped to the start. Okay, I thought that's what was going on. With a drive-through penalty. So I wonder what happened with Sky McGurk. Is it against the rules to crash? It wasn't even his fault. I don't know. I've honestly never experienced that before. I've never had to worry about that. Well, warm-up is over. We're going off to the featured event. Gridding is commencing. Connor Trafari going to start out in pole position. Sky McGurk behind him. Harrison Mitchell in third. Garrett White in fourth. Henry Clapper in fifth. Josh Patterson couldn't make the flip, so he's starting in sixth place. Hunter Hillier in seventh. Diego Roldan in eighth. Brayson Collins in ninth. Ryan Martin in 10th. And Ethan Harrison in 11th. We take a look at our non-updated points here. Just want to see. I don't think Diego's on here. No, this will be his first event, and this is a double points event. I mean, you could go all the way to 16th off of this one event. You could get up to 16th, right? Where's our points here? Total points. Yeah, you could get all 60, right? So you could get 15th if he can win this one here. Diego Roldan could get 15th out of 38 cars off of one race. That's what it is. So that 4 points away. Ryan Martin didn't get the points either. It's Henry Clapper, Garrett White, and Harrison Mitchell. So Henry Clapper got some points. Garrett White. White's like, where's Garrett White? Oh, there's Parker White. I swore we seen Garrett White before. Here he is. 1 point behind. Look at that. Garrett White's gonna pass Dylan Basin here. For Pierce Maffett. Oh, we're racing. We're racing, gamers. There we go. Sky McGurk taking the lead immediately. Connor Trafari. Josh Patterson going 3 wide into the first turn. Not a good idea. Sky McGurk just sneaks in there. Going to hold off this lead. That is some serious stuff going on. Josh Patterson going side by side. Connor Trafari, a little swizzle bizzle. To the back of the pack. Here we go. This is the start we want to see. We got an actual race going on here, gamers. Sky McGurk looking to run off with Connor Trafari. Oh, everyone, a little oversteer coming out of there. Couldn't get her done. Connor Trafari going to make the pass on Josh Patterson. That's a 1, 2, 3, all fighting for positions in the series. Trafari is 10th. Let's not forget. In the championships. And he is looking to pass Ethan Harrison. Ethan Harrison is 10th as well. So that's enough to do. Ryan Martin. Let's see what happened to Ryan Martin. I'm getting some info that he crashed. Oh, I told you the walls. The walls are rough. The walls are so rough. Grayson Collins. Saying he did something here. Oh, just took it really slow. Hey, it's better than crashing. Ryan Martin looks like he got into it. There. Off that double wall hit. Car just not turning. Oh no, don't push the Porsche. Don't push the Porsche. Oh, that's rough. It's rough to see. I'm saying Garrett White was driving slow, but he's not. Check back in live here. Sky McGurk. Connor Trafari catching up. Wow. Josh Patterson right in there behind. Trafari, he's closing in. Let's get on to a driver focus. 0.5. Trafari's slowing it up a little. This was a tough turn on the last lap for everyone. Looks like they're all making it out alive. Trafari right up there on the rear of McGurk. Oh, man, as they all get in there. Josh Patterson getting a little bit of oversteer, possibly looking to overtake Trafari there, but couldn't keep it going the way he wanted it to go. Garrett White, Harrison Mitchell, Henry Clapper. This race is 25% over. Hunter coming across. Brayson Collins back there. Ryan Martin. Oh, just in time. Oh, come on now. Have you given up? There we go. Top 3. Now for how far away these two drivers are. From what I'm looking at here, they are 4 points away, right, in the series. Looking at some notes here. Making some notes. Oh, because I think they get a point for the pole position. I think I might have missed the pole position point. But Bossman says it's 5-point gap, so I think that's from. But if it's double points, it should be 6 points. So between first and second is a 4-point difference. Right? So Sky needs, if it finishes the way it is, Sky wins the championship. If I believe I am reading everything right here. I think that's what's going on. Is 1, 2, 3 though. Very hot. What's going on? The rest of the pack, we're a third of the way over. Henry Clapper with a little Hunter action. Okay. Racing back there, Ryan Martin. He's parked. Back with the leader, Sky McGurk. Ooh, was that some contact? Looked like it could have been some contact there, but he holds it together. It's such a tough turn for everyone. Oh man, Josh Patterson just got in the rear. All these cars are neck and neck into each other. Trafari got passed earlier. Josh Patterson. Not the guy you want in your rear view as we get up to the halfway point of this event. There we go. Looking on the outside possibly. Little sneak. I like it. Tuck back in. Make him think you're going around. Go for the block, but McGurk did not fall for the trick. He's all over the rear. One thing Patterson can do, it's pass you. Ooh, very loose coming out of there. Got up on the sausage. Trafari now battling Patterson. That's going to slow him down instead of focusing on Sky. And it's all going to be in his head as he's falling behind here. He has to get it back together. But I believe him finishing second here is the win. He doesn't have to pass Sky. So if I were him, I would just be defending Trafari. It's really funny too. If Trafari just wants Patterson to win, all he has to do is finish in third. He doesn't have to go for this. It doesn't grant him anything. It only hurts. He hits the wall slightly there. There we go. Race is going on the halfway point. Garrett White crossing. Hunter and Henry Clapper still going at it. Grayson Collins still driving. Good for him. Ryan is parked. Too much damage on his car. But our top 3 looking good. So Trafari pretty much just has to stay ahead of Ethan Harrison, and he's out, so he definitely has him. Lath Hicks, Parker White, not happening. Henry Clapper would be his next opponent, who's currently 7th. And Henry Clapper is 40 points away from Trafari, 45-ish. So I don't think he's passing Henry today. 4 points. Okay. Racing corrected it. It is 4 points. I thought I was missing a point from a pole position, but I wasn't told there was one, but hey, you never know. Look at Patterson all over the rear. Come on, Trafari, get up there. Patterson is winning, being in second, but he wants more. Can that cost him? Going too wide. Maybe he wants Sky to make a mistake. Look at Trafari up there now as well. It could go either way. Everyone's staying one wide. Patterson just has to hold it together. Stay consistent. I gotta say, it's a battle of consistency. McGirt got it. Patterson's pushing very hard. It's just unnecessary. Need to go for the war, not the battle. 3 points now in Sky's favor. Is that for leading a lap? Is that points for leading a lap? My man's Brayson is typing while he's racing. Big respect. I should have brushed up on my my pointage here earlier. Because what I thought was it was not it, my friends. Look at Josh Patterson all over the rear of Sky here. Gotta say though, this GT3 series as a whole has been quite amazing. Honestly wish I was out there racing with him because it looks fun. It really does. I'm probably more on the Henry Clappert spectrum of skill, just due to my experience. Sky ahead by 1 point. How are these points changing so quickly, Brayson? Ay, ay, ay. Just update me when you're not racing, buddy. I don't want you slowing these top three down. The Sky is ahead by 1 point, he says. 5 laps to go. So now Josh has to pass him. I'm confused. That's okay. Now I guess Josh has to go for it. And here he is on the inside. He's going to be on the outside on the most crucial turn. Oh, and gets around Sky, slows him down. And Trafari looking to go around him as well with 4 laps to go. What a pass. Had it on the outside. Yeah, Sky had to slow way down to take that turn. And look at Trafari in second. How far behind these two guys? Sky got slowed down so much. Now Josh is ahead by 1 point, I guess. I am told. Oh man, Sky, you see a little oversteer there. He's giving this BMW all it has, as another one is in his rear. 4 laps to go. You know, I want a little cockpit view of a man fighting for a championship. It's looking good. It's looking good. There's a lot on the line here. This track is very unforgiving. Here we go. A terrible turn. I mean, he did it well, but I'm glad I'm not there. Patterson, a lot of speed coming out of there. Look at McGirt. Falling behind. 2.2. If you're Josh, you got to be feeling good. Let's see him come off the straight. Very nice. McGirt right there, though. I felt like it was possibly good. Yeah, you gained some time there. I think he's trying a whole bunch of different stuff. Just stay consistent, Sky. Stay consistent. That's what you're good at. 3 laps to go. Back to our outside view. I mean, look at that rear though. It's so close. All it takes is one little tap. And then those McLarens are just rough once they start losing control. The brake balance is beautiful on that car too. You see the rear brakes get nice and hot. It means they're working just as hard. Here we go. Tough turn. Everyone coming at it. Sky's rough on that one. He's so rough. I think that last turn is what's gonna lose him this championship. Big yikes. 2 laps to go. Let's check in with the rest of our drivers. We got a nice pile up here. That's what I like to see. Ooh, the Porsche's getting frisky. Grayson Collins in his own race. The fastest car on track is Trafari on that last lap. And for the record, Trafari is the best driver out there tonight for this featured event. I think Trafari knows it. Now Josh really has to worry about, oh, both cars. Hard hits. Look at, oh no, Sky. It's all in his head. Two laps to go. I mean, if you're Patterson, just worry about winning, right? Don't worry about the points and what's going on there. Ooh, that was a bad turn. That was a bad turn. I just feel like that outside in, the outside line to get more speed on the straight was just working. I mean, look at Sky. He's falling back even more. 5 seconds and slowing down. Now look at our top 2 here. Trafari is closing in. Was faster on that last lap, still faster overall. Just a damn good driver. That Lamborghini machine is looking good. Sadly, the other Lamborghini's not in. He left. Right on the rear. Spin him out. I mean, I want to see some more Sky Josh battles here. Final lap, right alongside. Here we go, Connor Trafari going for first place. There he is. These two are going to be side by side, going through some intricate areas coming up, but he just lets him have it because he knows what he's fighting for. He's fighting Sky. Coming out of the turn as we finish up, and I believe that's going to be a Josh Patterson victory for the championship. Comes across the line. There he is. Sky McGurk behind Henry Clappert coming up on the last turn here. Hunter behind as well. Oof. Man, that turn is killing people. Grayson Collins is not racing Ryan Martin. I do like seeing Ryan back out there, though. Good on him. As these two drivers finish up. Grayson is on the lead lap, so good on him for that. And was typing to me as well. These two cars finish up. Again, Grayson is ahead of Ryan. Ryan's 6 laps down. There we go. And that is our... it's beautiful. That's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. That's what you want to see. Connor Trafari, great job on the win today. Let's pull up our interviews. We're going to interview our racers, and then we're going to go into our championship winners. Look at everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Beat them up, beat them up. A different angle here. Oh, that ain't it. Eddie Nick, come on now. Get me out of the fence. We gotta see this man's. What is that? No. The blimp? Sure. The blimp. Look at everyone having fun out there. Very nice. Alright. Josh is the champion. There you go. It is official. Josh is our winner. Connor Trafari, welcome into the booth, my friend. I gotta say, you were giving the leaders a run for their money. You were kind of the thorn in their side. I don't know if you were aware of this going into that top 3 battle, but your position pretty much regulated where Josh and Sky were finishing in the championship. So talk us through your battle here. You were the fastest car on the featured final laps here. You were booking it, man. You made that Lamborghini look good. So talk to us about your success here tonight and how you were able to put our leading championship winners in a battle.
I don't even know really. I think I got 5th in the heat, so that put me on pole, which was really good because track position here is very key. And then I lost it eventually because I think I had one bad corner and they both scooted by me. So I just kind of wanted to stay behind them within range, you know, and kind of just conserve my tires. And I think that's kind of what got them because then I saw Josh get past Sky and I just kind of just scooted by Sky on the inside there in the final corner. Then eventually I got to Josh's back bumper. I set him up for a little over under, looked like.
Okay, yeah, I love the battle at the end. You had the speed, you had the time. That last turn was absolute killer. And the sprint race, like what happened there? There was a pile up on the pace, man. What was your point of view of what happened there?
So the first one, I don't know. I gotta go back and watch that, but I think what happened was, let me go back a little farther because I think I was at the first one. But I think one of the leaders just got tight or something going into it, and then that eventually just stacked up the entire line. So I think Sky may have gone turn, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
Sky got
Yeah,
turned
you
around.
can't. Yeah, you can't go too wide there very easily, as you could see there, because once you get stuck on that wall, everyone just piles in because it's a blind corner. You can't see anything over there. And I think that happened twice, which is the funny part. So yeah, that was definitely an interesting way to start the heat.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, well, you won tonight. Amazing job. I'm gonna look at your history here for you. You've had 1 win before, so this is your 2nd win this season out of 5 starts. You've won 2 races. That's really good. That's really good. I'm very happy for you. You finished definitely top 10 as we as we get these points updated from Brayson. So congrats on a top 10 championship finish, Connor, with only 5 starts. I mean, you got some serious talent. I'm a Lamborghini main myself, so we got to spend some time together and you can teach me some stuff. But I love seeing you out there, man. I love seeing that Lamborghini pull it through. Fastest car out there, and don't forget the people that finished 2nd and 3rd. They won this championship. That's number 1, number 2 right there. So, coming out here on this last race and putting them in their place. Seriously, great job, man. Anything else you want to add?
Not really. I just want to say good race to Josh and Sky because it looked like us three were just pulling away from everyone else and just having our own little battle, which was really fun. I want to thank you for the broadcast. I want to thank Brayson, Josh, all the admins for just putting on this league. And yeah, this winter season, or yeah, I guess winter season for the GTs were pretty fun.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. It's been a blast casting for you. So let's talk about next season. Are you coming back to these GT3s? You sticking in the Lambo? Like, what are you thinking here? Are we going to see some more races from you?
Oh,
I think you could have got up there in a top 3 for sure in the championship.
I definitely will come back. I started off that season really good, and I think I wasn't able to show up to a few and didn't have a few of the tracks, so I just kind of like lost a few positions in the standings. But yeah, I'll definitely come back for this.
Okay, hey, glad to hear. Maybe hit up some sponsors, get you some more tracks. I might be able to help you out too if you want to trade me a lesson for racing some Lambos. Definitely can get that done. But Connor, it was amazing with you this season. Congrats on your top 10 finish and the win tonight. And definitely looking forward to seeing what you can bring to the table in your next season with us.
Thank you.
All right, now the moment we've all been waiting for. Josh Patterson, welcome into the booth, my friend. Let's start small. All right, we'll start with the race tonight. You jumped the sprint. Talk to me. What was going on there?
I got annoyed.
You got a
um,
noise?
I got annoyed, like
Oh,
angry.
annoyed.
Yeah. They were. How did they wreck twice behind me, man? Like I was just trying to get a good start, and I saw them wreck again. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm punching it. Like a lap later, I was like, oh, Bracelet, I hope you don't mind. I went early, and he's like, oh, and black flag me. So yeah, that was that.
Ay. So talk to me a little bit about rules here, because I was confused myself. I'm sure Sky's gonna know. With him wrecking in the pace, I thought you were allowed to move up back to your spot. What's the rules on that?
I honestly had no idea what was kind of going on there because I thought he was going to move back up too, and then that never really happened.
Yeah, and I
So
could see that screwing up your start too. There's no one alongside of you. I forget who it was. One of the Porsches was behind you in third, and then they moved up to start in second. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, I really don't understand. But and then you got black flagged. I'm like, what happened to our leader? And then he finished fourth and was able to start second in the feature. So let's go into our featured event. Um, I was kind of confused with the whole points and where it was at. I thought you were still ahead by 4, and then Brayson's messaging me, ahead by 5, and then he's like, no, Sky is ahead by 1. Now you're ahead. Like, I don't know what's going on, because I thought you just had to finish second place, and you won. That's what I thought we were at. Were you getting updates on your position here, or was that where your head was at here? Just finish second.
I kind of knew the points battle all the way through. It's a lot of the confusion lied with a lot of the bonus points. So with me getting pole at the start of the race, that's a bonus point. So I went up to 5. But
Okay, that's what I
then
thought. Okay, and why isn't it
yeah,
double? The bonus points weren't doubled, just finish.
it was just the feature results double. But
Oh, okay.
then
Yeah, I needed to
yeah,
get
and
brushed
then
up on that. That's my fault.
yeah, Sky, because he led a lap and then led the most laps, he got an additional bonus point for each of
Ah,
those.
most laps.
So
Okay.
yeah, it put him back to 3 behind me. So it was like if I finished behind him and I didn't end up passing him, then he would have won the championship because he would have beaten my 1 point. But then because I ended
Gotcha.
up getting around him, it threw it back to 4. So yeah, a lot of changing parts, and especially with the bonus points as we were going along. But yeah, ended up working out in our favor and didn't really need the time.
Yeah,
So
so let's talk about Trafari. He was a madman out there, and he was kind of screwing with your championship here against McGurk. He was between yous. You were in third, he was in second, and you're like, dang. He's like, there's no way if Trafari finishes in second, like who's ever first is winning this championship. You're not getting it with any kind of points. So talk to us about that battle and how you were using Trafari for your championship.
right. I mean, well, first off, I just want to say, Sky and Connor both raced me really well, really clean. I got to, hats off to them. It was amazing battling them with the two of them. Yeah, but Trafari, he was definitely a bit annoying because he was in front of me. It was like I need to get around him because I need to get to Sky, but I knew he was fast, so it's not like I just didn't know if he was going to make a move on Sky. So I ended up sending him in one of the parts of the course.
Yep.
Got that position, and then as I was trying to chase down Sky, he was right up my bumper. So I was making mistakes to him, making mistakes as I was trying to track down Sky. And yeah, I think Sky was also making mistakes. Neither of us were really driving too great. So we're all, pressured. But yeah, and then at the end there, Connor caught up to me and pretty much just pressured me. And the corner we were side by side in, I tried to take it conservative, and as I steered into the corner, my whole wheel fell off of the desk. So I
Ooh.
drove the last half of the race with the wheel off of the desk, which is why I kind of slowed up so much towards the end there.
Ay, ay, ay.
But yeah, I was like, oh no.
Wow, it
But
wasn't clamped on at all. You were just holding it.
I had to hold the base with my hand. And I was steering with the other hand. So
Oh
I was
my
like,
God,
you
you
know
have
what?
that
I'm
on
just trying to
camera?
finish. Oh, I wish I did.
Oh
I was gonna
no,
record this,
no.
but
Oh, what? You have it mounted on like a TV tray or something? Come on,
no,
bro.
I have it. I have it on like a whole rig. It just like I guess the thing untightened.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. For the championship finish and one mistake and Sky passes you and it's all over.
I
And
know.
you're there gripping it with your hand. Oh my gosh, that's great. I didn't even know it was that intense, bro. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I was way off pace coming through the final quarters. So I was like, I'm just gonna get off the gas, let it kind of drift through, roll through, and I couldn't steer it like to 90 degrees like you need to get it around the next corner. I was
Oh
only at
my
like 40.
gosh.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, man. I love that. I love that. So let's
hmm
work into one last part on our race today. Talk to us about that last turn coming up to the stretch. Because you and Trifari ultimately took McGurk off a mistake on that turn. That turn got everyone today. So, well, what's the strategy for that final turn? What was going on with everyone? What were the issues?
I think this is the first track all season that I can say the McLaren was genuinely good because of that corner right there. This thing it's so small and always so loose, but it does turn really, really well like that. So I feel like get in and through that corner better than everyone else, especially, compared to the BMW that Sky was in because that thing is huge. So that thing was driving like a boat for him
Yeah.
and I was, a lot smaller and more nimble through that corner. So I don't know. I just was trying to get myself as wide of an entry as possible to pin it on exit, but yeah, ended up working like that.
Yeah, going wide. I mean, that was beautiful. You slungshot around there. You were like 3-4 seconds ahead. Sky got stuck on Trifari. I mean, it was almost history from there. And like you said, Trifari eventually caught up. And I always love when you say, "Oh, it's the McLaren. The McLaren just does so well." And I look over at Ryan Martin, and I'm like, "Oh, is it the McLaren or is it the man behind the wheel?"
Ryan he was good in practice. He unfortunately fell off during the race. I'm unlucky. I don't really know what happened to him, but
Yeah, he made
like
some
to see him
mistakes,
higher
took a
up.
lot of damage. I forget what turn it was. It wasn't the last turn, but I think he had some under or oversteer and he hit his right front and the walls are so unforgiving it shot him right into the other side and he had two front wheels damaged and he just couldn't turn anymore. He barely made that final turn into the pits and he stayed there for 6 laps. So it
Right.
wasn't too good for him. But all right, Josh, now let's move into the championship, man. All throughout the season, I gotta say, the main way you win a championship, and I'm looking at Brayson Collins here, and how he did so well in the championship is you just gotta show up, right? You gotta show up. You can't win if you didn't show up. And uh, I bring up the points again real quick in front of me here, looking at who made all the events. There's only 3 racers: Brayson, Sky, and yourself. And you are all in the top 4. Ryan Martin only missed 1. So talk to us about a little bit of real life and scheduling and how you are able to make these events every single time. How much of a priority is this series in your life? And obviously, you're one of the admins and owners here. So talk to us about your involvement and the series altogether and how you're able to come out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got the Brace and Collins always yelling at me if I ever miss a race. So that's kind of
That's true.
it's a bit of a priority that way. But Sunday nights are always pretty clear for me, so it's not ever really too hard to make this. There's not really anything I gotta push off or get out of the way, especially through the wintertime. Obviously, I'm more busy in the summer with racing and stuff and real
True.
life, but yeah. So I mean, the winters are always real nice because it kind of opens up my schedule.
All right. Well, we'll go right into how you're able to win the championship. I gotta say, your consistency starting out this series, it wasn't ideal. You were spinning out and crashing, I feel, a lot more, and you eventually tightened up. Was it anything you've done to the car? anything you've figured out on the McLaren, like you said, working its small size to its favor and its ability to oversteer controllably when you need to. Talk to us about how you uh, thinned out that consistency and eventually got yourself into win-win-win. And then we'll move on to how you're able to overtake people and pressure them so well.
Um, I don't really think there's anything I figured out with the car, aside just maybe getting more used to it and learning it more as a driver standpoint. I think with the overtaking, it's kind of just essential to be consistent behind somebody, hit your marks, and make them, make a mistake, make them worry about theirs more. So if you're pressuring somebody, there's just no point in pressuring yourself at the same time because you're just able to keep the pressure on them. And I think this McLaren's good through the corners like that, so it kind of benefits to creating pressure like that.
Okay. Now, I did see earlier on in that feature, you were putting on some major moves on the Sky. You were faking the inside and then tucked in behind on parts where you cannot go too wide, and you were faking you're about to try and go too wide. And Sky seemed like he didn't care. He was just going for it. He kept you out of his rear view. He wasn't even looking. But I mean, you were putting some moves on out there. Like, oh God, here comes Josh. He's gonna make McGurk make a mistake. But Sky is the man of consistency, other than tonight. But we're gonna get a word in with him later. So talk to us about how some more about this pressuring and how you utilize that today. But ultimately, it seemed like you didn't really need to because Sky kind of fell off on his own. But early on, you definitely putting the moves on. So talk to us about any strategies you wanted to utilize coming in here for your finale.
Yeah, I mean, I think the kind of pseudo dives are something that I've used throughout the season just to see if I can mind game people into mistakes. Because if you see a car sending your inside, they're not actually doing it. You kind of thinking, oh, I should probably run a little wider into this corner. It might make you miss your braking point and something like that. But yeah, definitely on Sky's back bumper a lot today. Have been a lot this season, so I've gotten used to his tendencies and stuff like that. So it's I wouldn't say easier because he's also figured out mine, but it's kind of I'm kind of used to trying to scare him out of the way or pressure him. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it showed out early on. That could have been why he made a mistake on that last turn, whatever lap that was about midway through. So I'll get over and talk with him. But to finish up with you here, Josh, congrats, second place tonight. You're always in the top. But overall, number one in the championship. Seriously,
Woo!
great job, man. Congrats. I loved all the cars smashing in you at the end there. You looked like the old Doc Hudson, all totaled up and upside down and destroyed. I loved it, man. So congrats on that. If you just want like a quick little one or two liner here, what you'd summarize your success in this series? Like what gave you the ability to get that first place?
Consistency and speed, and I can finally shut Brayson up because I have more championships than him. So take that as you will.
There you go. All right, Josh. Congratulations, man. Seriously. I know we'll see you next time, so I'm not even gonna ask. I will ask though, when's next season? You're the man in charge of it. So when are we doing this again?
Probably next winter. We'll have our summer things, but yeah, we got to take a few months off season after this, and yeah, we'll definitely be back next year.
Awesome, Josh. All right, man. Well, any closing words here about your second place tonight and overall championship win for the last time this season?
I just got to thank everyone who makes it possible. Dynamo Racing powered by Limeade Media, Dynamo Design, Limeade Media, Patriot Clutches, Vulture Racing Engines, Belfort Restoration, EBC Automotive, the Keystone Corner, and everybody else who helps me out week to week. Got to thank Grayson for running the league during the season, and got to thank Sky for coming out each week, giving me great championship. And I got to give a shout out to Henry. He won the heat. I don't know how he did. So yeah, good job to him.
Yeah,
Thanks to you broadcasting, and yeah, thanks to everyone for coming out this year, making this a great season.
All right, Josh. Thank you so much, man. And you have yourself a great night, and we'll see you for the next season.
All right, you do the same. I'll see you.
All right. Sky McGurk, you were waiting in there for a minute there. I had a lot to say to old Patterson, and you as well, Mr. Third place here. You were putting on the fight. You're putting on the battle tonight. Let's start with that sprint. Well, what What happened, man? It looked like you got spun out, and then everyone like ran into you, and then you backed up into someone, and then someone else hit you. But I still thought you were able to move up to your spot. Josh just commented that he thought you could move back up to your spot. Is there a rule I'm unaware of? Anyone else is? Talk to us about what happened there in the rulings.
To be honest, I don't really even know either. I just stayed in the spot that it showed I was in for iRacing, and I didn't say anything. I was just going with say and we the be on that deal, and yeah, just the car got tight randomly when I was turning in, and I couldn't turn in. I tapped the wall, so and I just got stuck. So yeah, that's pretty much
That's
plain
interesting
simple about
because
it.
iRacing for me, it said you're still in second up until that green flag dropped. So, all of us viewing was waiting for you to move back up, and Josh said he was as well. That kind of forced him to, not forced, but played the mind game on him. He's like, I don't, do I go now? I guess I'm gonna go, and he jumped the start, and he got black flagged, and all of a sudden you two are neck and neck again. I'm like, what is going on here? There's just so much I can't understand. And he finished sixth, and you finished fourth. So you had an amazing head start in the featured race. Let's talk about that. You got up to first place very quickly. You got ahead of everyone. Um, and it seemed like Josh and Trafari kind of got out of the pack and started catching back up to you. And we can't talk about tonight without talking about that final turn onto the onto the front straight. So what was going on with your car there? Josh said he was more nimble through there because his car's a little smaller and you got a big old BMW boat. So what's your perspective on why that was slowing you down and making you so rough tonight?
Yeah, just the car didn't handle too well through that little section through there. It's just pretty tight through there, and yeah, I'm not that good through that corner here, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of it either. So that with the mix of the car being not extremely great through there, just wasn't that much of a good mix at all. So.
All right. Now I know you were running Porsche before, so what kept you off of switching to the Porsche if you knew that that BMW wasn't good through that turn?
Initially I wasn't thinking it was bad for the turn. It's just compared to the McLaren,
Okay.
how it went, it wasn't too well. But I wasn't planning on switching. Like I said, when I did my testing between the two, I tested different tracks like this, and I was a full second faster in the BMW that I was in the Porsche.
Okay.
So I didn't want to.
Yeah, the
Plus, I didn't want to ruin that either.
Yeah, the Porsches, they didn't do too well either. I seen a lot of them pulling some oversteer through that turn. Obviously, the Lamborghini was the best car tonight. He was absolutely nuts out there with his times, like just destroying the track. And the McLaren, I guess too as well. Ryan wasn't able to keep his McLaren together, but Josh Patterson, he knows how to drive that thing. So let's move into the series here. Second place, man. Congratulations. That's a serious feat. If we're going off of starts, I guess you only really had to beat um Brayson, right? Because him, and Josh were the only three to start in all of the races, and Ryan Martin there as well. But he had an unfortunate falling out today. So let's talk about how you got second place overall. Like that's a serious achievement. You clearly prioritize this series to make it out to every single race. So talk to us about real life and scheduling and how you get yourself into every event here.
Just I don't have too much to worry about on my schedule at the moment. Work fits in well because I only have work on Tuesday, Friday, Saturdays, so that works for me on that aspect. And yeah, no matter what series I'm running in, no matter the WORC or it doesn't matter in what class, whether it's the NASCAR or the road or the dirt, I always try to make every single race. If I didn't have work on Tuesdays, I'll also be running the dirt series as well full time, but. Yeah, just every season I try to run every race, try to be at every single one of them because points on that aspect matters if you're showing up, and then just being being able to show up every single race and to run every single race, no matter what the result is, just always be at the races.
Yeah, you can't win if you don't show up. That's the biggest thing. Showing up is your first victory. So, and not only did you show up, but you always did amazing every single race. Almost always interviewing you because you're always top three. And Josh even said he was congratulating you, as well as Trafari for tonight. And Josh, overall for the season, you two just battling each other left and right. Canizero, unfortunately, didn't make it out tonight. He's another one that is always on the top fighting use for that top spot every race. So, great job on that. If you just want to summarize your whole season's success in one or two sentences, what do you think? Besides showing up, where really put you into that second place position for the championship?
Just being consistent, like you said, I've been doing just that, as well as just being focused on having pace at as or many tracks as I can. Even at tracks I know I'm not going to be the best at and have the best pace at, just focus on getting as much as I can out of those tracks and yeah, just not making too many mistakes either to be at least staying up front to run for championship and all that different stuff. So.
Okay, yeah, I gotta say, you sound a little sad today. I think you really wanted that win, but the BMW wasn't giving it to you. So let's continue on that a bit and go ahead and tell us what you think Josh Patterson has that was just slightly a little better than you, and what you can do to better yourself to get around him on the next time you two meet for a championship. What is it you think you got to work on a little bit here, or did Josh just get lucky?
No, Josh didn't for sure get lucky. That's for sure. He drove his butt off all season, being also just as consistent when he needed to be and all that stuff. No, I just say it's just more. I've been consistent, but I also have little mistakes that I've made that if I didn't make them, I'd be in a different spot. Like if I didn't wreck at Spa, if I would just finished there, that would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been it right
First.
there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there might have been one other track. I don't remember exactly that I had issues with. Charlotte is another one technically. But but from way early on the season, it's just mistakes that will catch up to you at the end, or just ones that I need to work on. Just work on limiting those mistakes, and just of course, limiting that. Um, And that'd be, I guess, well, I'm already trying to be as consistent as possible, but just, yeah, to be honest, nothing else to it, but just limit those mistakes.
Okay, yeah, that makes complete sense. Just one of those, mistakes being eliminated, and you would have easily had it. The same could be said for Josh. You had a lot of times where he finished middle of the pack after wrecking and trying to come back, or he just couldn't finish at all because the damage was too much. So it was kind of back and forth. So I'd say between the two of you, definitely just fixing mistakes because you had the consistency down, or not allowing the mistakes, I should say. Yours are both practicing, and I love that you made your mid car switch. You did some practicing, found out you're second plus faster with the BMW, and next time we see you out for a series, maybe you can figure that out at the start of the season, and pending how iRacing does their update schedule before they make one car faster or not through an update. But I gotta say, man, congratulations, second overall, third place tonight. Let's finish off by anything that you'd like to add for your championship second place finish.
Just thanks to the team I run for, Matter Motorsports, on that, letting me have a car that I could run to. Run up front, and be able to finish second in the championship. That's a feat. I'm fine. As much as I won the championship, I was also fine with that too, because first ever race or first ever season on the road, and I finished second. And in my first season, the NASCAR side, and I'm in the playoffs for that. So far, I think for my rookie seasons in both sides of it, I haven't had too bad of a start. But yeah. just thanks to them, and then of course everybody that also helps me. That we're just running for fun, but also just helps me on league racing wise, like Gino Maro and all of them who I also race with in the NASCAR side. Just all of them, and yeah.
All right, Sky. Well, it's been great having you this season. I'll definitely be seeing you again. Like you said, it was your first season out, and you already started in second. And there's only one place to go from here, and that's first. And for how much experience Josh Patterson has in his own league, of course, it's kind of set that he's always going to have that upper hand on that part. And you were right there giving him the money right off the start. So good on you. Congratulations, man. Seriously, keep your head up with that second place finish. That's seriously saying something. And that's really it, man. Just congrats. Good job.
All right, thank you.
All right. Have a great night, man.
All right.
There you go. You heard it there. Mans is a bit sad, but hey, got to keep your head up. But that is going to do it for this season for GT3. But be sure to remember we still got dirt. We got dirt for the rest of February. So make sure if you want to check out dirt, you hit that subscribe cringe, right? Because you want to see what's going on with the dirt series every Tuesday, same exact time on this channel, live. Don't want to miss it. We're going to see some of these drivers again, as usual. Patterson's in there looking for the season on there, as well as some other drivers. So you don't want to miss that action for the rest of the month. All right, gamers, you all have yourself a great night, and thank you for watching.